What's up, people's via see and elsewhere? This is Undefeatable Twilight. Just doing my intro in case that long rambling section before didn't actually record, or I decide to edit it out, which I probably won't, like I said before. Whatever. I'm here now, so it's working, so I can do my chapter, and it's gonna happen right now. Let's do it. Misery, dejection. More misery and more dejection. He needed a project, and he gave himself one. He would find where his cave had been. On prehistoric Earth, he had lived in a cave. Not a nice cave, a lousy cave, but there was no but. It had been a totally lousy cave, and he had hated it. But he had lived in it for 5 years, which made it home of some kind, and a person likes to keep track of his homes. Arthur Dent was such a person, and so he went to Exeter to buy a computer. That was what he really wanted, of course, a computer, but he felt he ought to have some serious purpose in mind before he simply went and lashed out a lot of readies on what people might otherwise mistake as being just a thing to play with. So that was his serious purpose, to pinpoint the exact location of a cave on prehistoric Earth. He explained this to the man in the shop. "Why?" said the man in the shop. This was a tricky one. "Okay, skip that," said the man in the shop. "How?" "Well, I was hoping you could help me with that." The man sighed and his shoulders dropped. "Have you much experience of computers?" Arthur wondered whether to mention Eddie, the shipboard computer on the Heart of Gold, who could have done the job in a second, or Deep Thought, but decided he wouldn't. "No," he said. "Looks like a fun afternoon," said the man in the shop, but he said it only to himself. Arthur bought the apple anyway. A bit of product placement. Douglas Adams has always been an Apple fanboy. Over a few days, he also acquired some astronomical software, plotted the movements of stars, drew rough little diagrams of how he seemed to remember the stars to have been in the sky when he looked up out of his cave at night, and worked away busily at it for weeks, cheerfully putting off the conclusion he knew he would inevitably have to come to, which was that the whole project was completely ludicrous. Rough drawings from memory were futile. He didn't even know how long it had been, beyond Full Prefect's rough guess at the time that it was a couple of million years, and he simply didn't have the maths. Still, in the end, he worked out a method which would at least produce a result. He decided not to mind the fact that with the extraordinary jumble of rules of thumb, wild approximations, and arcane guesswork he was using, he would be lucky to hit the right galaxy. He just went ahead and got a result. He would call it the right result. Who would know? As it happened, through the myriad and unfathomable chances of fate, he got it exactly right, though he of course would never know that. He just went up to London and knocked on the appropriate door. "Oh, I thought you were going to phone me first." Arthur gaped in astonishment. "You can only come in for a few minutes," said Fenchurch. "I'm just going out." There you go, short chapter, but... Well, shoot, I lost my bookmark. I put it too far in, so now it's not poking out, so I can't see where it is. I think it's here. Ah, yeah. There we go. So, Arthur finally found Fenchurch, yay! Well, refound her, I guess. Fate has an interesting way of playing silly buggers with us, as I think... Was it Ford said that? I can't remember now. But anyways, trying to remember who said that now. It's just fate playing silly buggers with you, with me, with that. Oh, it was Arthur. Yeah, it was Arthur talking to Agrajag. That was it. But yeah, it does have a way of doing that. Anyways, yes, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, be sure to ding that notification bell so you know when I make a new video, because I can do it whenever I feel like it. Thanks to my patron Angel. If you want to support me on Patreon and have me read one of your stories, consider doing so, and it would help me out a lot. And if you like books, you can check out Angel's Amazon pages, because he writes books, and you maybe should buy some because they are pretty good, and it would also help us out a lot, so please consider. And thank you for your support, whatever form it comes in. Remember to stay positive, take care of yourselves and each other. Love and peace. See you next time. Bits where I'm just like not talking or doing anything for a long time, but I leave stuff in. I leave like bloopers, outtakes, I guess you could call them, maybe, except they're not really taken out, so you can't really call them outtakes. I don't know. Where is this timer? Come on. This is the longest I've ever gone without a recording timer. Usually it appears like 5 seconds after I press record, and now it's been like 2-3 minutes and it still hasn't appeared. I gotta go to the gender clinic tomorrow. I gotta be up at 6 a.m. to take a train at 10 to 7, and then I gotta get there. The appointment's at 11, and so I gotta get there by 9 to make sure I'm not late, because my rule, getting there 2 hours before, so I have enough time to go to KFC and stuff to get food before I go there. And I'm supposed to have blood test results to take up there, but I can't find them. I don't know where they are. Oh, here's the timer, finally.